Alice and Elizabeth are sitting on a sunny patio at a quaint cafe. A few other patrons are scattered around, enjoying the pleasant weather. The air is filled with the scent of fresh flowers from the nearby garden, and the sound of birds chirping adds to the relaxed atmosphere. Alice has a small dog curled up at her feet, while Elizabeth occasionally glances at her phone, which has a picture of her cat as the wallpaper. They are both pet enthusiasts, and the conversation naturally turns to their beloved animals.
Scratching her dog behind the ears. So Elizabeth, how's your cat doing? I remember you mentioning she wasn't feeling too well last time we talked.
Smiling, Luna's doing much better, thanks for asking. It turned out to be a mild stomach bug, but she's back to her usual self now, bossing me around and demanding attention. How's Max? He seems so relaxed right now.
Chuckling, Max is doing great. He's pretty content as long as he gets his walks and plenty of belly rubs. He's actually been learning some new tricks lately. We're working on teaching him to roll over. But he mostly just flops onto his back and looks at me like, "Is this close enough?"
That's adorable. I've always thought dogs were so eager to please. It's been a bit different with Luna. She's very independent and does things on her own terms. But I've managed to teach her a few tricks too, like sitting on command and giving me a high five, when she feels like it, of course.
That's impressive. Cats can be pretty stubborn about learning tricks. Max is so food motivated that he'll do just about anything for a treat. It makes training a bit easier. How did you manage to teach Luna tricks?
It took a lot of patience and treats, of course. She's very food motivated too, especially when it comes to her favorite tuna snacks. I started by associating the action with a command and a treat. For the high five, I'd hold a treat just above her head and say, "High five," until she reached up with her paw. It took a while, but she eventually caught on.
That's so cute. I've seen videos of cats doing tricks, and it always amazes me. They're so independent, but they can be so clever when they want to be. Max has a friend at the dog park who lives with a cat, and they have the funniest relationship. The cat will just sit there and watch the dog chase his tail like he's thinking, "What a ridiculous creature."
Laughs, that's hilarious. Luna's the same way. She's very dignified and likes to observe everything. But she has her playful moments too, especially with her toys. She loves chasing after those little feather wands. Does Max have any favorite toys?
He loves his squeaky toys. The louder, the better. He also has this one toy shaped like a duck that he carries around everywhere. It's his comfort toy, I guess. He'll even sleep with it sometimes. Does Luna have a favorite?
She's obsessed with a little stuffed mouse. It's her hunting practice, I suppose. She'll bat it around and pounce on it, then carry it around in her mouth like she's caught something. It's really cute to watch. She also loves those crinkly tunnel toys. She'll dart through them like she's on a mission.
That's so cute. I love watching pets play. It's like they have their own little worlds. Max sometimes gets the zoom eyes and runs around the house like crazy. It's hilarious but also a bit chaotic. Does Luna ever do that?
Oh, absolutely. We call them her crazy cat moments. She'll suddenly sprint from one end of the apartment to the other, jumping on furniture and making all sorts of noises. It's like she has a sudden burst of energy and just needs to burn it off. It's quite entertaining.
Pets can be such characters. They all have their own unique personalities. Max is such a cuddle bug. He'll climb onto the couch and snuggle up next to me whenever I sit down. He's like my little shadow. Is Luna affectionate?
She can be, but it's very much on her terms. She's not a lap cat, but she does enjoy being close by. She'll sit next to me on the couch or curl up at the foot of the bed. And she loves head scratches. It's funny how cats are so particular about affection. They definitely let you know when they want it and when they don't.
That's so true. Dogs are usually a bit more straightforward about their needs. Max is always up for a cuddle, but I love how cats have that independent streak. It makes it all the more special when they choose to be affectionate. Do you ever think about getting another pet?
I've thought about it, but I think Luna likes being the queen of the castle. She enjoys having the place to herself. Though sometimes I wonder if she'd enjoy the company of another cat. It's a tricky decision because you never know how they'll get along. Have you thought about getting another dog?
I have actually. I think Max would enjoy having a playmate, but it's a big commitment. Plus, I want to make sure we found a dog with a compatible personality. Max is pretty laid back, so another energetic dog might be too much for him. But who knows? Maybe someday.
It's definitely something to consider carefully. Pets bring so much joy, but they also come with responsibilities. Luna was a rescue, and I feel good about giving her a safe, loving home. If I got another pet, I'd probably adopt again. There are so many animals in need of homes.
That's wonderful. Max was a rescue too. It's such a rewarding experience to give a pet a second chance. They have so much love to give. Sometimes I think about fostering, but I'd probably get too attached and end up adopting them all.
Laughs, I know what you mean. It's hard not to fall in love with every animal you meet. Fostering is such a great way to help out, though. It gives animals a chance to get out of shelters and into a home environment, even if it's temporary. And it can be a good way to see if you're ready for another pet.
That's a good point. Maybe I'll look into it. It could be a good way to help out without a long-term commitment. Plus, Max might enjoy the company. Do you ever take Luna to any cat-friendly places like cat cafes?
I haven't, actually. Luna's a bit of a homebody and doesn't really enjoy car rides or new environments. She's pretty content just lounging around the apartment. But I think cat cafes are such a fun idea. It's a great way for people who can't have pets to spend time with cats.
Definitely. I've taken Max to a few dog-friendly cafes and he loves it. He's a social butterfly, so he enjoys meeting new people and dogs. It's fun to see how different pets have such different personalities. Some are so outgoing while others are more reserved.
It's true. Just like people, every pet has their own quirks and preferences. Luna's pretty independent, but she has her moments of clinginess, especially when she's hungry. Then she's all about the attention. It's funny how they can communicate so clearly without words.
They really do. Max has different barks and whines for different things. I've learned to tell when he's excited, when he needs to go out, or when he just wants attention. It's amazing how much you can understand them after spending so much time together.
It is. They have their own little languages. Luna has this specific meow she uses when she wants something. It's more demanding than her usual meows, and she'll look at me like, "Come on, human, I need my snacks." They definitely know how to get what they want.
Laughs, they sure do. Pets are so good at training us. I think Max has me wrapped around his little paw. But I wouldn't have it any other way. They bring so much joy and companionship into our lives. I can't imagine not having a pet.
Same here. Luna's my little companion, and she brings so much comfort and happiness. It's amazing how much they become a part of our lives and routines. Do you have any funny or memorable stories about Max?
Oh, plenty. One of my favorite memories is from when I first got him. He was still a puppy and super curious about everything. One day he got his head stuck in a tissue box. He was trying to get the last tissue out, and his head went right through the opening. He just sat there, looking at me with those big eyes like, "What happened?" It was so cute and funny.
Laughs, that's adorable. Puppies are so curious and get into the funniest situations. Luna had a moment like that when she was a kitten. She managed to get herself stuck inside a paper bag. I just heard this rustling noise and found her trying to figure out how to get out. She looked so confused but determined. It was hilarious.
Kittens and puppies are such little explorers. They get into everything. Max still has his moments, especially when it comes to food. He once ate an entire loaf of bread off the counter when I wasn't looking. I came back into the kitchen, and he was just sitting there with crumbs all over his face. It was hard to be mad at him when he looked so pleased with himself.
Laughs, that's too funny. Luna's not much of a food thief, but she does have a knack for knocking things off shelves. I've had to Luna-proof a few areas because she loves to push things with her paw just to watch them fall. It's like her own little game.
Pets can be such little troublemakers, but it's all part of their charm. They keep life interesting, that's for sure. I've learned to keep an eye on Max when there's food around. He's sneaky but lovable. They really are. It's amazing how much love and companionship pets bring into our lives. They're always there for us and we're there for them. It's a special bond.
Definitely. They keep us on our toes and bring so much laughter and joy. Luna's little quirks and antics always make me smile. They're such an important part of our lives.
Cheers to that.
It truly is. Here's to our furry friends and all the joy they bring.
As the conversation continues, Alice and Elizabeth share more stories and experiences about their beloved pets. They enjoy the warm weather, the delicious drinks, and the bond they share over their mutual love for animals. Their pets are more than just companions, they are family, and the conversation leaves them both feeling grateful for the joy and love their pets bring into their lives.